that shit is hella disrespectful. I feel disrespected. I feel like you spitting in my face. Like you spitting in everybody's face. Everybody that was there for you. This man gave you everything. This man gave you a life. Everything that a lot of the things that a lot of us have are because of him and him blessing us and what he did for us.
Within the past 10 years, the rap industry has lost many gems. Talented guys like XXXTentacion or Mac Miller passed away at an early age due to unfortunate circumstances. And although their passing has their fans mourning to this day, there's one thing that can cause even more pain. And that thing is seeing the label, family, or friend squeeze dry that dead body to generate more money. And within this category, Juice Wrld might be the most disrespected out of all. I think we can all agree that this generation of rapper isn't the most lyrically impactful, nor has the most thoughtful music vibe, but Juice Wrld, he was different. He had something special. And the day they announced his passing, this is when I saw the impact that this man had all over the world. It was phenomenal. And I'm not gonna act like he wasn't responsible for his death, but there's one thing that I've noticed: Juice Wrld always felt like a lost soul, a broken person, that he was surrounded by the wrong people. And little did I know that this man had the devil right next to him. This woman that you see here has been disrespecting Juice in the worst way possible, and this person is Ali Lotti, his ex-girlfriend. For those who don't know who Ali Lotti is, well, she's basically known for hopping from one rapper to another, and she was able to get her hand on Juice Wrld despite the fact that she did mock him and his music.
And this is why I can't listen to the f***ing radio. I need to stop rappers. You have a small dick.
And although she seems like your average gold digger or clout chaser, you know, pre-homeless, well, she's the kind of person that would sell on her OnlyFans an intimate video of you and her, if you see what I mean. And you know what, actually she is the kind of person to do that. But before we talk about her selling those videos, let's see what she did prior to that. In 2022, Ali Lotti started posting videos of her or doing lives on Instagram saying things like Juice's label is actually hiding the truth behind his passing, and by saying those things to the public, her life was now in danger.
You guys think he died from a drug overdose? You're wrong! You're wrong! Literally, you're wrong! So suck a dick, okay? Suck a dick. There's a lot of shit y'all don't know.
Honestly, I never believed in it, but I wasn't there the day he died. And sometimes we never have the full picture of an event, so I do understand that some fans started questioning the validity of the statements, and the community still loved her. I mean, she was still considered as the widow queen, so I do see why some people thought that she may be saying the truth. But when you're aware of the things that she did afterwards, you start to understand that she might have said those things just to suck every drop of clout that this man's name could have brought to her. In 2022, she did start a new relationship, which is pretty normal because life goes on. But what truly shocked the world is that she started giving Juice's belongings to her new boyfriend. She started handing his Rolex, coats, jumper, and other things to her new boyfriend like it was an OnlyFans sub who had donated those things to her. If you ever call someone the love of your life, you don't do that shit. You don't disrespect that person like that. If my girlfriend dies, I won't give her stuff to my new girlfriend, especially if I call her the love of my life. If I don't want her stuff, then the least I can do is give it to her family. And this is when the whole industry, the whole world started to realize that Ali was probably a bad person. And as you can see on the picture, Ali Lotti is allegedly selling a new leak tape with late rapper. And as you can also see, it's written new leak tape, not a leak tape, which means that it isn't the first time that she apparently did that. I mean, the first time that we heard about the first leak tape was in January of this year. 5 months later, this dumbass does the same thing. This is the worst way you can disrespect someone, the person that you call your soulmate, the love of your life. That's how you're gonna thank him. Is this how you're gonna show gratitude? And this is why I said Juice Wrld was surrounded by the wrong people. It always felt like this man had been shattered by life, that he was basically a hollow person. And yeah, he had a great career, money, fame, people loved him, but sometimes the scars that you have can't be healed with material things. Sometimes you need emotional support. It's your psyche that needs help, and Ali Lotti wasn't helping him. She was probably numbing the pain, but she wasn't there to elevate Juice, because this man was heavy into drugs. We all know that. As you saw in the previous video, Ali Lotti was also partaking in those activities. It's one thing to take drugs, but it's another thing to take drugs when your mental state isn't strong enough. When you take drugs to heal an injury, you'll never be able to bypass the pain. You'll never be able to be relieved from it, because at the end of the day, it won't help you understand the pain and jump over it. It will just numb you. And Juice desperately needed someone that could help him face his internal problems, because that was the only way for him to be in a better mental environment. But Ali didn't give a fuck. Ali didn't give a fuck about Juice's mental health. And it's easy to say, yeah, but why didn't Juice leave her? Because she wasn't good for him. But the guy was at a point of his life where he was taking drugs, most likely to numb the pain. And this person here was also numbing the pain. But at least that's what I get from all the different things that I've seen of him. I mean, I'm sorry, but what is this? How are you gonna talk about my dick like that? I'm dead. And you're gonna talk about my dick to your OnlyFans subscriber? I'm sorry, but this, the way she is disrespecting that guy, I just feel bad for him, because if I were him, I would haunt her for the rest of her life. And we're not talking about moving like Casper the Ghost. I'm talking about moving like the ghost or entities from paranormal activity. That's what I would do to her, because the guy is in a fucking coffin. He's been buried. You're not even spitting on that guy. You're literally taking a fucking dump on him. At this point, the dude is a skeleton. There's nothing left to suck. Hop on another rapper and let the man rest in peace. And if someone like Keemstar thinks that what you're doing is outrageous, well, I'm sorry to tell you that, but you're going to hell. Thanks to guys like Neon, we saw why it's important to be selective when choosing your girl. That you shouldn't go for the first girl that lives up to your fantasy. But with Juice's situation, we're kind of seeing a different angle of it, because unlike them, he doesn't lack experience. That's not why he dated Ali. And I'm gonna use alcohol as an example. Imagine you're depressed and you start drinking. You might feel good for a few hours, but the pain doesn't go. Your depression is still there. You might drown it in alcohol, but you won't remove it. And honestly, instead of taking a step forward, you're probably doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step backs. And that's how I see Ali. She was Juice's alcohol. She didn't help him, but she made him feel good. And this is why before you date someone, try to understand where you are mentally. Because if you're mentally distraught, you're not going to choose the girl that's the best for you. You're not going to choose the girl that's going to uplift you. You're going to choose a girl that's going to make you feel good, that's going to make you forget. And that's not the idea. That's why you got to take the time to ask you the question, how am I feeling right now? What am I dating? What am I looking for? It's important for you to ask all those questions. It's not always about having experience with women. It's also about knowing who you are. Maybe if he had the right girl with him, Juice would still be there today. That's something that we'll never know, but it's a possibility that we can discuss. And with social media pushing us to compete, to show to the world that we are living the best life, people are becoming more and more insecure. And having one problem is one thing, but if you have multiple problems, you might be tempted to run away or find something that'll make you forget them. And that's why I think a lot of people are gonna go through the same thing that Juice did. I mean, not with the same outcome, but they're gonna go through similar events. It's not like she needed the money. It's not like she was in a desperate situation. She's probably making millions from her OnlyFans account, but she needs to sell the leaked tape, if there's actually tape. But that's just, I mean, she should be ashamed of herself. But that'll be all for today's video, guys. I feel so bad for that guy. The guy just want to be in peace, and he has to watch this thought do all those things. I'm just sorry for him. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, share with a friend. And bro, I mean, you can't even die in peace, bro. That's just crazy.